What's going on, friends? You're watching Live Young, Live Smart TV. I'm your host, Tony Aguilar, aka the Gen Y Finance Guy. Today we have our first guest on Live Young, Live Smart TV. This is my buddy and insurance agent, Emery Mitchamore, owner of the Mitchamore Insurance Agency here in Austin, Texas. What are we going to be talking about today?
We're talking about the value of an insurance review, what that does for you, and why you really need it.
All right. So what is an insurance review?
Insurance review is a time when you sit down with the current policies and coverages that you have and review them with a qualified insurance agent to know where your exposures are, where your protection is, and how you're going to utilize those.
Okay. So you said you have to get in touch with an actual insurance agent to do it, or can you do this by yourself?
Just like anything else, when you're dealing with a lawyer, doctor, insurance guy, you really would like to have somebody who does it on a day-to-day basis to make sure that those kind of loopholes don't slap you in the face when you're in need of some assistance.
Okay. So how do you go about, contacting the right person to get an insurance review?
Well, I'm not going to lie, there's a dime a dozen of us. A lot of us are good, a lot of us are bad. The best thing to do is to get some input from somebody you trust about them having a person that is able to do this in a manner that both is understandable and actionable. So with that being said, you could always seek out my assistance or someone in my offices, or you can go online and look for reviews and stuff through Google, Yelp, and some other various outlets.
Okay. And so when you go about getting an insurance review, you get in touch with your agent or whoever it is. What are some things to look for in an insurance review? Like, what are you trying to find when you're reviewing what you actually have?
When you're reviewing what you actually have, you want to look at your exposures first. A lot of people don't realize that insurance is the parachute that you have after something bad happens. This is not something you can plan, this is not something you prepare for. So it's something you have to have in place for when you need it. And that review provides you to have the most accurate information available so that when you made the decision to provide that safety net or parachute for yourself, you are able to use it in a manner that it's built for.
Okay. As far as the types of insurance that you're trying to look for, is it just like auto policies, or like, what kind of policies, what kind of types of insurance are we trying to review?
Well, with personal lines, that's anything that affects a household, you really want to review it at least annually, just at a minimal surface glance. Anything that you want to do as far as life and some of the other coverages that are available, you would like to have at least a biannual review of those options, because different portions of your life has changed. You might have added a child, new cars, anything could have happened in that time, and if you don't review it properly, you're not going to be ready when you need to use your parachute.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So, if we're ready to get our insurance review on, how do we get in touch with you?
The best way to start is with the availability of the internet these days, is just to seek out somebody who has a qualified reputation. That usually means that they've had enough reviews that you get a good feeling that they're able to do what they say they will, and they won't actually just screw you over like what happens in used car situations.
Yeah.
And in poor insurance agents also, it's the same sort of deal.
That makes perfect sense. Thank you so much for coming on today and sharing what you know. I really appreciate what you've done for us. You've helped us out, helped us find some really great rates. If you want to get in touch with Emery, this is information down here, and we'll also put it at the end of the video to get in touch with him. Yeah, right there. But thanks a lot. Thanks for being the first guest on the show. We're excited to have you back here in a couple of weeks to talk about some more insurance stuff.
Hey, I love what you guys do. I'm glad to be a part of this.
Awesome.
Thanks.
You guys have a good night.